Petrie University. Do you know what do they call it? I don't even know what they call it. I have no idea what they call it, but it's a university. We're at Petrie. Behind that is the Petrie train station. That used to be a Petrie mill, a paper mill, and they turned this whole area into a university. And that's a water park just over here, behind there. There's toilets, barbecues, places to sit, but there's a free water park. It's not really like it's just bubblers and stuff that you can run through. Big playground for kids to play. It's school holidays right now, so they're having a great time. There's a massive big light up there, so I reckon they could probably use this at night time. I don't know how, but I'm sure they put some night games out here. But they've just opened up a really cool walkway here. It's cost a couple of $1 million. We're in the Moreton Bay Regional Council area, same area that I live in, but I live about half an hour away from here on the coastline. This is inland a little bit, not much, but we're probably about 45 minutes away from the Brisbane city too from here. So it's a pretty good little location. And there's a little walk. And the best thing about this, right, is that we can see koalas sometimes. I've been on here this is my third or fourth time I've walked here, but I did see one koala. So koalas move around, right? So the whole fun part of this is when you go for a walk, you're looking up all the trees to see if you can see a koala. Oh, they're big bloody trees, those things. And koalas are very, very camouflaged because they're grey, just like that grey tree. The eucalyptus tree is grey. So we're walking along. That is Gympie Road here. I've driven past here so many times. I had no idea that this was opening up to be a walk. Now, it's really a great walkway too. It's very accessible. The whole walk is 2Ks. I'm doing a longer bit of a walk, so it's about 2.5Ks, but it's all paved. So it's really, really good for accessibility. I work in the disability space. I help young people with disabilities find work. So I'm all about accessibility, right? Because I couldn't imagine, having a disability myself and not being able to access beautiful walkways because you can't actually use the path. So I'm a big hiker and I think it's great hiking, right? If you've got two good feet, right? And legs and all that kind of stuff. Not everyone has that. So I think this is really good that even though we're kind of still in the suburbs, right? There's suburbs, but in through here, it makes you kind of feel like you're in the bush. And I think that's a really, really good point. It costs a lot of money because this is all paved the whole way. So let's look for koalas, guys. Like I said, it's only been opened probably about a month and a half, this walkway, and there are koalas in here. And there's a lot of existing trees that are koala eating trees. And they've planted a whole lot of new eucalyptus trees. So they're trying to attract more koalas into this area, which is great, right? Koalas, well, I hope we never go to a place where the koalas will be extinct, because they're getting harder and harder to find them in the wild because, their houses or, their land, the koala population of trees that they, eat are getting less and less because we're building on them, cutting them down and building on them. Now, this is really cool. This here, ever heard of a osprey? Is it osprey? Osprey. It's like an eagle. It's a big giant-ass bird. Not giant, but it's a big bird. That is their nest up there. They've actually built that on top there for them. I'll show you when we get closer. And the other day when I walked past here, there was actually one sitting on that pole there. It was very cool to see. Very cool. I think I've got the right name. Osprey? Osprey? I think it is. Yeah, osprey. I am right. The eastern osprey. It's a scientific name. It's a medium-sized raptor known for its fish-based diet. So that's him. They like fish. Yeah. All right, we're looking up these trees. You just never know where a koala could be hiding, right? But, there's certain trees you're looking for, right? All these ones here, not koala trees. We're looking for eucalyptus trees. Now, there's two lakes we're going to walk past here in here. There's the east and the west lake. Now, I don't expect to have a huge lot of people listening to me this afternoon or even coming to say hi. It is nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. My American friends are all asleep and my UK friends are just waking up. And it's Monday morning, so they're getting themselves ready for work and stuff. So it's not an ideal time to do a live stream. But I don't always do live streams for people to immediately watch it because, some people will watch it on a replay. So we've got mangroves down here. That's another really cool thing. They have the meters. So we've done 350 meters so far from where we started walking. And last time I was here, we saw pelicans in the water. So my friend Deb Work, absolutely loves pelicans just as much as I love pelicans. So I'm always like, oh, there's a pelican. Yay, Deb, there's a pelican for you. So Deb, if you're watching this on the replay, hey, Deb. Or if my friend Marie's watching this on a replay, hey, Marie. If Jazz is out there, lurking in the background, hey, Jazz. Paul D Australia, he's a lurker. Hey, Paul. So this morning I was doing a live stream in the morning. Monday morning you're pretty much guaranteed to see me on a live stream, walking on the beach, doing my morning movement. But I got sidetracked, as I do. Debbie Sue was on the chat, and Debbie Sue was gifted a steel tongue drum. So I thought it'd be really, really cool if I did some steel tongue drumming in my car, because the car has a really good acoustics. And, oh, sorry, guys, wait on. I'm looking for koalas. Hold on. Stop the place. These are koala trees here. Let me just have a little look. A little looky. See, also with the sun, sometimes hard to see. But these are koala trees here. Okay. Another tree here. So, what I was saying, yes, when you have you heard a steel tongue drum? They're like little drums with little tongues on them. They're very cool, very cool. They make a really nice sound. And yeah, so anyway, I I stopped in the middle of my live stream. I went back to my car and I played the drums. And Debbie Sue was playing her drums. Obviously, we couldn't hear Debbie Sue playing. She doesn't like to do live streams. Though I've tried, I'm still trying to, engage her and go, hey, you don't have to turn your camera on. Actually, that might be the next thing. I might say, hey, how about we do one together? We can do some drumming together. She loved it. She absolutely loved it. So she was sitting on her porch playing her drum while I played my drum. Obviously, only people listening to me on the live stream could hear me drumming. But it was a really cool feeling that, me and a friend that I've never met in the world, I've never met her, but Debbie Sue lives in Virginia, and here I am in Australia, and we're both drumming at the same time, and we both absolutely love it. Okay, so these are eucalyptus trees. So they're only baby ones. So they've just recently put these in for the koala population, right? I think it's great. The only thing is, though, right, oh, there's a bush turkey. Bush turkey! The only thing is, though, that, there's not many of them around, and they want to find somewhere safe. And I guess this pathway brings a lot of people, like, right? So, noise, kids, dogs. Though I think I saw a sign that said no dogs. But every time I've walked through here, I've seen people with their dogs. So I don't know. People are a little bit arrogant with their dogs too. Sorry if you're a dog lover and dog owner. I'm a dog owner too. But if it says no dogs allowed, I wouldn't bring my dog in here, right? Because there's a reason for it. Dogs bark. And if a koala ran across the floor or was up a tree and the dogs barked at it, it would scare it off and they would go somewhere else and they would never come back here. So that's the point. So I'm just saying, if you do take a dog in here, I'm sure. Well, I'll have to confirm that. I can't remember if I saw. I'm sure I read somewhere there was no dogs allowed. That's a beautiful tree. Absolutely beautiful. Hey, how you going, Raven? Raven Litterbox. Australia looks lovely. It is. It's lovely, isn't it? So this is just a new walkway that's just opened up. If you've been listening for a while, thanks for saying hello. Where are you from? If you haven't kind of gauged, I would sit here and talk to myself for a while. I'm not exactly shy, and I like my own company too. But I do like to show people, like especially koalas. Like everyone wants to see a koala. Hopefully, I get to show you a koala. New York. You're from a New Yorker. You're a Yankee. That's right. Hey, you call you Yankees? Yankees? Yankee Doodle. So we're looking for koalas. Have you ever seen a koala in the zoo, or have you been to Australia? Have you been to Australia and you've seen koalas in the wild? I know if you've been to Australia, and if you've been to Australia, you've either been to Taronga Park Zoo in Sydney or Steve Irwin's Australia Zoo. That's not too far from where I live. It's about an hour and a bit from where I live, Australia Zoo. Okay, still haven't seen one, but that's all right. So this is the other lake we've got to go walk around. So you can do a short one back to the car park, or we can keep walking. Yeah, see, I am right. There's no dogs allowed. See the sign that says no dogs. I knew I was right. No dogs, no swimming, no diving, no boating, no canoes, no fishing, only walking and wheelchair accessible. So, yeah, I was completely right, guys. Yeah, dogs aren't allowed here because they don't want dogs to bark and scare the koalas away, which makes sense, right? Makes total sense. Like I said, I love dogs. I've always had dogs. At the moment, I don't have a dog. But I always follow the rules regarding dogs because, like there's reasons why some parks don't want dogs in them. And wildlife, right? I'm all about wildlife. I'd rather see an animal in the wild over going to a zoo any day. But I do get it. When people come to Australia, it's such a big country that you haven't got a lot of time. And, if you're from New York, it's a long flight, right? And a long flight back. So you really haven't got a long time. So I get why people would go to a zoo to see koalas. But I definitely don't promote, taking a photo with them. Like, don't hold them. I don't think we should be, holding wildlife. I know we want to hold them, but yeah, even as much as they're so cute, but no, don't hold them. It's like, people wanting to take photos or, get up close and personal with in Thailand where they used to take photos with the tigers. I don't think they even do that anymore because people realise it's shamed on now that, it's actually not a nice thing to do. Oh, sorry. I'm laughing right now. Haha. We only have been to eastern states and Canada. To be honest, I don't know if I've seen any koala wildlife. Oh, really? Okay. So even at the zoos, you don't see them? I know koalas are at many zoos around the world. Isn't that a beautiful tree? Beautiful tree. So that's a eucalyptus tree. You have, like, I'm sure you have eucalyptus trees in Australia, in America too, but we have lots of them here in Australia. That's what the koalas eat. There's lots of different kinds of eucalyptus trees too. And look, see, there are all these baby eucalyptus trees, but koalas are very fussy. So that's North Pine River. So that actually goes out into the ocean. So some people actually go in there and, go fishing. Sometimes when I walk through here, you can actually see people with boats going in there fishing. I have been down there before too, in a boat, going looking for mud crabs actually. There's a lot of mud crabs in these areas, down these inlets, all these rivers. Wow, that's beautiful. Hold on, sorry. If I wasn't totally afraid of heights and planes, I'd consider visiting, but I also don't like the hot weather. Okay, yeah, it's pretty hot here. Oh, this right now is winter. This is winter. And I am wearing a jumper because it is a little bit cooler. Like the wind just picked up this afternoon. Depends on where you live though too, right? I live in southeast Queensland and our state is called Queensland and it's called the sunny state because it's quite hot, sunny. But like if you lived in the top of Queensland, there it's hot. Like, Cairns, the Daintree up there, it's quite warm all the time. This is a beautiful waterway, right? That's mangroves down there. It's a great waterway. Okay, let's look for koalas, right? I want to show my new mate. Sorry, what was your name? Raven. Raven, I'm going to show you a koala. Since you haven't seen one, I'm going to try to show you a koala if I can find one, right? I can't magically make one appear, but, you never know. You never know. We just got to keep our eyes open. The thing is, though, they're very camouflaged, right? They're like sometimes right up and they're just sitting there, being quiet. They might see me. They'll probably hear me before they see me. Isn't that a beautiful colour? That's green in this tree. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's kind of go off track a little second. We're not going to go in there, guys. That's just ridiculous. Even though it's winter and snakes aren't really around much in winter, still, yuck. Don't go in bushy stuff like that. Not unless you have like proper, shoes on and proper pants and stuff like that. So if you do get bitten by something, you got a good chance that you won't get your skin bitten by a snake. No. I've been able to walk past places and then on the way back, I see the koala. So sometimes, like, it's just, you just didn't see it. So I am trying to look really hard, right? And I'm obsessed with wildlife, right? I can't tell you how many times I've seen koalas in the wild. I'm very, very grateful that I get to, there's a couple of places near where I am right now that you can see koalas. And it doesn't matter how many times I've seen them, I'm still in awe, like absolute awe. Like it doesn't get old. It doesn't get old. And I'm obsessed with platypuses too. Platypus is another animal only found in Australia. Have you heard of platypus? They're pretty cool animals. So even though I'm walking for my own exercise too, I do spend a lot of time stopping and looking for koalas. Because, why not? Why not? Why not? It's been years since I've been to a zoo. I really can't recall. Eucalyptus trees are very beautiful. They are very beautiful. Wait, that Australian winter? Winter, where am I? Snow up to my knees, haha. I have heard of them. I've heard of platypus. Yeah, see, where I live, there's no snow. You won't get any snow in winter. So we're in the middle of winter right now, right? And it's been actually a really nice day. Really nice day here. As I said, I live in kind of like the east coast, middle of Australia. But like I've got friends in Sydney and Melbourne, which are further down states, and Tasmania. And it's cold down there, man. It's cold. It hasn't started snowing yet. Hasn't started snowing yet. But I would say we're probably very, very close to having some snow, but not where I live. My friends down in Victoria in the mountains will have some snow. We actually have some ski fields too, but a lot of it is man-made. Okay, so this is where it's hard, right, guys, because in here, there's a lot of trees in there. It's kind of hard to see. It really is hard to see. And look, you know what? Sometimes it is what it is, right? I'm not going to go bush bashing in the bush to find a koala. I'm just hoping that we'll see one on the outer here. Ooh, we could go through there. No, we're not going to go through there though. We're not going through there, guys. You know what? Keep walking, Dora. I'll show you later when I point it out where I saw the koala, and I'm hoping that he might not be up the same tree, but he might come back to the same area. And it's a lot easier to walk around there too. Really like the colour of this. It's like a green. It's like a green. Feels so nice. So nice. Koalas, where are you? Where are you, koalas? So I want to start doing this walk a couple of times a week. I did this walk twice last week. I finished work. Oh wow, that looks like silver, guys. Look at that. That looks like silver. Must be just the glare. Maybe you don't see silver, but the sun's hitting it. The sunset is coming up down that way, and the sun's hitting it. It looks like silver. So eucalyptus trees have this kind of silver look. I'm on a mid-shift break at work. It's been a nice change of pace just to be here and watch. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad I could entertain you for a little bit. Nice to meet you. But yeah, if you subscribe, you might catch me again. I do this in the afternoons, this walk. But in the mornings, you'll find me walking along the beach where I live. And sometimes we see pelicans. Sometimes we see lots of different things. But generally, you'll see the sunrise if the weather's good. Anyway, nice to meet you, Raven. Okay, this is a whole another area that's all full of baby eucalyptus trees. So in years to come, these trees will get huge for the koalas. And I'm guessing a lot of these trees might not even survive, right? The biggest ones will survive. All right, let's do a little bit in here, guys. Let's be a little cheeky. I mean, we're allowed to go off path. This is all mowed for a reason, right? Let's just go in here and see if we can see anything inside here. Because these trees at the back here would be the ones that have the koalas in them, if there was one here. The other thing is you can look for koala poo. That's another thing to look for. Koala poo. That looks like kangaroo poo. I'd say there's kangaroos through here too sometimes. It's very nice through here. Feels like you could be in the jungle, right? Or in the bush, which I love. I love being in the bush. I was actually just saying yesterday that I really wanted to go for a hike. Haven't been for a hike for ages, but you know, this is kind of like a hike, but we're not really in the bush, right? Well, obviously you got to be careful where you walk to, just saying, because, oh, no, that's not, even though it's winter, you just don't want to step on anything weird. No, they're not koala trees. I miss going hiking trails, but I'm on overnight schedule, which makes it tricky. Oh, that sucks. You can't, like, when you get home from night shift, go straight hiking, like after work. That way it'd be the morning. Can't do that. I think hiking is so good for us mentally, hey, to be out in nature and around trees. All right, well, we're not going to walk down there, but that's a whole lot of trees. And you know what? They're baby trees. You know what? There could be koalas in there. There really could be. But, we're also trying to do a walk too. Ever do you use castor oil for anything? If anyone's there, castor oil? Because I was walking through here the other day and I've got this app. I took a photo of these leaves. That's actually a castor oil plant. It is technically a weed, but you squeeze the buds and that's how they cold press, they make castor oil. I had no idea. I use castor oil. It's really good stuff. So this is castor oil plant. I had no idea. I just always, every time I walk past, I've got to show people because you never know. I just think it's really interesting to know where things from, that you use are from. Koalas, where are you? Where are you? Okay, so there's another inlet coming through here. So they've got a lot of mangroves through here. There's definitely no koalas on that side. There's no eucalyptuses on that side. They're on this side. You've got here, it's 30 minutes drive home and I have to take care of my 3 cats. I get about 2 hours of free time on work days. That's not a lot, is it? I actually didn't know that about castor oil. Yeah, I know. Did you? I didn't actually. I know. I've never no idea where castor oil came from. But yeah, I took a photo with this app, and it tells you it's a castor oil plant. So it's pretty cool, actually. I didn't know. What time is it actually? 4:27. Okay, so we've done 1,350 meters. So we've just done over a kilometre. I know you guys use different dimensions. You use miles in America, but we use meters and kilometres here. It's just like, well, maybe that's the other alternative. Like, this isn't a hike per se, 'cause well, not a trail, it's all paved, but still, it's an alternative, right? If you can't get hiking because you don't have a lot of time, why don't you, on your way home, find some park that's kind of semi like this, that you could kind of still be around nature, but it's still suburban. We've got little duckies. I love ducks. That's cool. Okay, so sometimes when the temperature is good, you'll walk to the near gas station for a coffee. That's a good idea. Those kind of things are always helpful, right? Just any excuse to get some walking in, like park at the supermarkets or shopping centres, so that I get extra walking in. I don't know what these are called, but let's smell them. Ooh, they smell really good. I'm not exactly sure what that is. My half sister is coming up. She lives in Sydney and she knows a lot about trees. our late father he was quite a budding botanist. He knew all his nature. He'd be sit there and he'd smell the leaves and touch the leaves. I am not like that. I don't really know them, but my sister is actually quite good at them. So I can't wait to bring her through here and she can tell me some of these trees. So that way, next time I live stream, I go, hey, guess what? That's a blah blah tree. So that's another waterway. They're all linked. We're kind of in the middle of it. Beautiful sun, light coming through. Hi, how you going? I don't like to post, like put the camera pointing at people when they're coming towards me. Oh, so this would be a great place to sit here and watch the sunset. Yeah, really nice. There's a few more people coming up here. Oh, this is so nice to walk here after work. That's why I decided to start walking here after work. I don't normally go for a walk after work, but now that I've finished work, like literally 2 kilometres away from here, it'd be rude not to go past it and go for a walk, right? Like I said, I try to find any opportunities to do walking because, again, it's really good for your mental health, it's good for your cardiovascular, it's good for everything, right? It's just good to be in nature. Good to be in nature. Okay, I'm going to point this down at my shoes in a second because some people coming towards me, or I'll point you up to the trees. Beautiful trees, aren't they?
Yeah, looking for the koalas.
I know, I've been looking too. I saw one the other day down here.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen, I'm still looking.
Yeah, I got a photo of him last week.
Yeah, so he saw him down there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we saw his droppings first and then saw him.
Oh, did you? I wonder if it's the same tree that I saw him. Have you? Yeah. I wonder if there's many even down here.
Yeah, well, that's what they're saying. Oh, there he is.
Oh, that's a great picture. That's an awesome picture. Wow, that's a great one.
Well, follow some time imprints and you'll see more of them.
Sue?
Time imprints.
Okay, let me just get a photo of that one. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, isn't it great?
Yeah.
Do you ever go to Mullaney?
Yeah.
Because there's OBO Creek, there are platypuses there that you can see there.
Yeah.
You've done that?
We
Because
haven't seen platypus there. We've actually seen platypus in, of all places, Centenary Lakes.
where's Centenary Lake?
Caboolture.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And I've been there 20 years and people said, oh, yeah, I've seen them in there. And we
Are you
said,
serious?
no, we didn't believe it either. And then we saw one.
You've seen two?
Yeah, two.
Like the lake where the ducks are and the geese are and that?
Yeah. Oh, not in the
No, not that.
It's in the lake at the back. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
We go there often. We live there.
Yeah. You don't see them that often.
Seen them one occasion too.
Yeah, where else do they go though?
No, they must be there all the time.
I had no idea. I'll look for that now. Thank you for that. It's a long drive to go to Malay to see it. Yeah, right. Wow. See ya. Wow. I don't know if anyone was there or heard that. Raven, are you still there? Hold on, let me look at the message. I think my downtown area has a walking trail. Maybe one day I'll get a coffee and go for a walk around it. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if you're there, Raven, but anyway, whoever else is listening, whatever, or watching on a replay, they were looking for koalas too. So there's a good chance there's no koalas up this way because they didn't see one. But he had an amazing photo of a koala, amazing. And then he said, oh, we're photographers. So I went, oh, okay. So they've got a Facebook page. So I took a photo of it. But they just told me, I was saying to them about have they gone up to Obi Creek to see the platypus up there? And he goes, oh, yeah, we actually saw the platypus in Caboolture. I can't believe it. I've actually been to Centenary Lakes. I was only just there like a month ago. I would have just nearly fallen over my feet if I saw a platypus there. Can't believe it. All right, well, I'm definitely going to be going there more often and checking it out. Hopefully they weren't pulling my leg. But his partner said the same thing. Wow, I can't believe that. This is why it pays to talk to strangers, right? Just to have a conversation. You never know where a conversation goes. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like I said, I'm obsessed with wildlife. Obsessed. I think it's amazing to see animals in the wild in their own, you know, habitats. All right, well, I'm not going to give up because just because they didn't see them, even though they've been walking around, and they even said they were looking for the droppings, right? So they're looking for the droppings, which is their poo, right? Oh, you're still at work. I'm still here. I've just returned to work, but I'll be listening. Oh, okay, cool. All right, well, I'll talk to you then, Raven. No, even if there wasn't anyone there, I'd still talk because I like to talk. So they're calling this the environmental sanctuary. Though some land has been cleared in the North Pine catchment area, the area still has important habitats for plant and animal communities. The North Pine River is a key part of the Pine River catchment. It's a big area, has lots of variety of frogs, birds, reptiles, mammals, and even an exclusive platypus. I don't know where you would see the platypus though in this river area. Interesting that it mentions platypus, but don't know where in this catchment area you'd find a platypus. Okay, these trees are like baby trees, baby eucalyptus trees, so in the future. Okay, so these are the trees I found one the other day. So I'm sure that couple that I just ran into have been walking all around, but we're still going to have a look. You just never know, right? They might have missed it. They might have missed it. And this is another thing, right? Koalas start moving in the afternoon around like dusk. This is technically dusk because sunset's going to be in about half an hour. So I'm actually thinking about maybe I might do one more lap. And you never know, we might even see a koala walking along. I've never seen that. I have never seen a koala walking along the ground. Ever. But that's how, obviously, they've got to walk to get down. So in the afternoon, that's when they wake up and start, going through a different tree, checking out other things. Okay, so this is the area that I saw the koala. I saw him in this tree here. And I think the couple that I just ran into saw him in the same tree. So maybe he has a tree fetish for that one. But he's definitely not in that tree now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's keep on looking. Keep on looking. Don't give up. I don't give up very often, guys, I'm going to be honest. So I pretty much, if there's one there, I'll see it. Or I wasn't meant to see it, right? That's okay. It's okay. Because otherwise, imagine if I saw a koala every time I went walking. I'd be like, yes, just another koala. No, I don't think I'd ever be like that. But, it becomes a bit like blasé, right? Like, it's just another dog. If you see something all the time. So that's why I'm glad that I don't see them all the time. Though, in saying that, it's nice when I've got someone that has never seen one before in the wild to show you. But, Raven, if we don't end up seeing one, which we might not end up seeing one, go check a couple of my videos, my actual long form videos. I have a couple of videos that say, looking for koalas, and you'll find koalas. There's a video a little way back, like maybe 2-3 videos back. think it's only a 5-minute video. We weren't looking for koalas. Spoiler alert, I didn't see a koala, but I showed you footage of koala anyway because I thought it was a bit mean to make you watch it and not see a koala. All right. That's kind of the end of this area where there were potentially koalas. So this time around, I don't know, I think I'm feeling pretty good that I could do another lap. Like I said, I really felt like a bit of a walk this morning, but I got myself sidetracked, like I said. And also I didn't have a battery pack with me. And when you do live streams, your phone drains quite quickly. It really does. It drains quite quickly. So, hi. I think those ladies worked at the uni. They had at the uni Sunshine Coast. Actually, that's what it's called, Uni Sunshine Coast. University of the Sunshine Coast, even though we're not the Sunshine Coast. So that must be the name of the uni. All right, so we're literally water on both sides. We're a lake on one side and the river on the other side. It's a nice lake. As I said, last time I was here, I saw a pelican in here. It was lovely. All right, let's keep on walking. Let's walk. Let's walk. Let's walk. I need some water. That's what I need. And down here a bit further, there is a water bubbler thing. Mangroves. There'd be some great we call them mud crabs in there. Oh, we've got someone new to the chat. Hello. What does it say? Welded? Hi. A man has an accident with a driver. What? Okay, here we go. Hi. A man has an accident with a dwarf. Dwarf said, I'm not happy. The man said, so which one are you? Do you know why koalas are so slow? Because they have Chinese battery. That's funny. I'll give you that. That's funny. Look at that koala. Look at those. The person I just ran into having a chat, he showed me his picture of a koala. Man, it was a great photo. Great photo. With phones, you really can't take a good photo with a phone, right? Like, you need those professional cameras. So, I'm actually going to Africa. Raven, if you're still there, I'm actually going to Africa in under 2 months now. I think it's 49 days to be precise. And I'm going to go to lots of different gaming parks and stuff. So I'm not doing a whole... This is like one of the biggest trips I've ever done in my life. And I can't wait. I'm going to see all the animals. I'm going to see the Great Migration on Serengeti. And I'm also going to see one of my dream bucket list animals, the mountain gorilla. So I'm going to go hiking up God knows where in Uganda looking for the mountain gorilla. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And with that, I need to take a camera with me. So I do have a camera. I hardly ever use it, I'll be honest. Even when I make all my YouTube videos, I use my phone. So easy to use your phone, right? But if you want to, reproduce those photos, like as in like put it on the wall, because, that's the first time you've ever seen a mountain gorilla, and you're probably never going to see a mountain gorilla again. Because let's face it, they're also nearly extinct. When you take a photo with your phone and when you enlarge it, it's pixelated. It's not really good. If you just leave the photo as it is, how you took the photo from your phone, it's fine. But if you plan to, make them big or something, I mean, can you imagine, right? Like, they take you to where you're hiking to find a family of these gorillas, but I'm going to show you this. But imagine if the gorilla, like you sit there, right? Apparently you just sit there, but the gorillas can come up to you. Can you imagine if a gorilla came up to me and I took a selfie with a gorilla? I'd want to take that. I would want to make that bigger, right? And okay, so this here is a silver wattle. The silver leaves, but more than anything, smell this. I know you can't smell it, but I can. Oh, so nice. So this is like, as I said, I was talking about my father before. He's a botanist, or he was a botanist. He was into all the plants. That was his favourite plant. So actually, let me just give me a second. I'm going to just, it'll buff for a second. I'm coming back. I'm just taking a photo, guys. So just give me a second. And now you guys can hear me? Can you see anything? Do you know why? I'm still here, listening with pleasure. Just can't respond much. Okay, can anyone see me? Can anyone see? Can anyone see me? Can anyone see anything? Okay, hold on. Sadly, I stopped the live stream. When I stop the live stream, when I sometimes when you go out, oh, you can stuff. Oh, okay, all right. Well, I can't see the screen, but that's okay. Just give me another yes. You can see stuff. Can you see how many fingers have I got holding up? How many fingers am I holding up? Raven? There's a pelican. There's a pelican over there. There's a pelican. There's a pelican. See the pelican? I can't really zoom in. Raven, how many fingers? How many fingers am I holding up? Just out of curiosity. Oh, okay. Hold on. Which way am I facing? Can you see my fingers now? Did I turn it around? Okay, cool. All right, so I can't see the screen. But how many fingers am I showing you? This is like proof of life. Okay, cool. 5, I think. Yes, it's 5. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know that, because I didn't realise it was facing me. So when I went out of the live stream to take a photo, I don't know, it sometimes does this. It normally comes back though. But anyway, I can't see anything. But if you can see something, that's the main thing. I can see stuff with my own eyes, right? I don't need to see what's on the screen. I can see it myself. But I just won't turn the selfie camera on, because then I won't know if I'm selfie or not. Okay, I'm going to get water. Oh, I need some water. Okay, give us a second. Oh shit, that's actually quite powerful. Okay, we're not going to do that. I'll end up with it all over myself. I'm going to walk past my car anyway. I'll grab a glass, cup. All right, let's walk. Let's walk. Let's walk. This is a really nice walk. Really nice walk. I'm excited that I just talked to that couple that said there's platypuses in Centenary Lake. Well, Centenary around, there's another lake at the back. I wonder if they're going to they're pulling my chain or not. I don't think they are. Man, like, you don't go walking just to see koalas anyway. I go walking for my own mental health, for my own, fitness. I definitely have put on a little weight in the last couple of months. I haven't been walking as much as I normally walk. To be honest, I normally walk at least 10,000 steps a day, or to be honest, I do way more than 10,000 steps most days. But I haven't been walking as much as I have been in the last couple of months. I don't know why. Oh, well, to be honest, I know why. I was living in a caravan for since the 4 months of the year. And when I was doing that, things were a bit harder. Like we were living in a caravan because we were renovating our house. And in that time, I did less walking because things were harder to do. Like everything takes a lot longer in a caravan, trust me. And so, yeah, I think from there I just didn't walk as much as I normally walk. And yeah, like as I said, just have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was like, you know what? I need to go walking. I need to go hiking. And yeah, I didn't end up going. I ended up fixing up my indoor plants, which is fine because they needed to be done. And then I made a whole lot of cuttings and stuff for my friend that we were living in her backyard. So we had a camper, we borrowed my sister's camper trailer and we used that in my friend's backyard for 4 months. And we used their shower, but you know, they didn't ask anything of us. We did give them some money and it was quite hard to give them the money. They wouldn't take it, but they did take it eventually. So, because obviously, you know, us use like 4 people in a house using, you know, showers costs a lot more money, right? So I said to them, come on, you've got to take the money. But so in another thank you for letting me live there, that's why I made all these, made all these indoor plants for her. Because I took all my indoor plants to her house when we moved. Well, when we moved, but like, because we were going to be out of the house for at least 1-2 months, it was much easier to just take my indoor plants with me. All right. I need water. Oh, water. Oh man, there's not much water. Okay, I was about to flip the camera around, but I can't flip the camera around because I can't see anything. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oops. All right, put that in there. All right, guys, so I'm going to go for one more walk around. Actually, I'm going to get a snack. Get a snack. These little protein balls. Yum. Sometimes you just need a little something, right? Something, something. Okay, let's go. This is going to be a fast walk, this one. Sorry, I'm stuffing my face. So this is a big park area. Toilets here. Barbecues. There's a water park. Look at the sunset. I zoom in, but I can't. If I zoomed in, I wouldn't know if I've zoomed in or zoomed out because I can't exactly see the screen. The lights just went on. Okay, let's walk. Yeah, the sun's about to set. But I definitely will come out here one afternoon and sit there and watch the sunset. Apparently this month is watercolour month. I don't know what that really means, but I didn't realise it had a month. But apparently it's watercolour month. Got a couple of friends that like doing watercolours, so they told me about it. And I'm a novice watercolorer. I like to go places and paint. So it's not unheard of for me to go hiking and go paint. So maybe that'd be a nice place to go paint one afternoon. Sit there and watch the sunset and paint. All right, so we're going to do, this is our round 2. Round 2. That's a weed. I know that's a weed because I had that growing in my garden. It's a tobacco plant. I don't know why they call it a tobacco plant, but that's a weed. That's a tobacco plant. And they've got big spikes. Yeah, that's a weed. Screen. Okay, so far. Okay, screen's okay. I thought for a second you meant the screen wasn't okay. So, Raven, do you want to tell us what kind of work you do? You don't have to tell us either. Just curious. I always like to know a little bit about people since, you're there listening to me. Oh, when you can, like obviously you're working, so don't have to do that in a hurry. Or just ignore me. It's all good. All good, trust me. I'll just keep on talking to myself. Can you hear those crows? Not everyone loves crows. I mean, they're annoying, right? We've got chickens in the backyard at our house, and the crows know as soon as they see us go away, humans go away, they come down to the land and try to eat what we've given to the chickens. We have chicken like dispensers where their food comes in, and the crows can't go in there, thankfully. But if we give chicken scraps, like for example, I gave them a whole lot of scraps this morning, I stand there as long as I can. I can't stand there the whole time though. And then as soon as I walk away, pigeons and crows come down. The crows are actually like above me in a tree, squawking away. I can hear them, and they're just waiting for me to go. They're waiting for me to go. There's crows. I just think they're very beautiful. They're black. They're very interesting crows. So I'm not sure where you started listening to me, Raven, but this here is an offspring nest up here. They actually built this big pole, and then on top of it, the osprey actually have a nest. And they're a really interesting animal. They're a bird, obviously. They're like an eagle in ways, but they love seafood. So they have these big claws. They go down to the ocean and then get the fish, fly away with it and bring it back to the nest. Not that we're really close to the ocean, but this waterway does connect into the ocean. And look, there's freshwater fish too. So this is the osprey. Osprey. Hey, Matt, how you going? How are you, Matt? Matt, meet my new friend, Raven. Raven is from New York. He's actually working at the moment, so I think I said he. I wasn't actually sure. Are you a male or female? We've just been chatting away. They've gone back to work, but they said they're listening in the background. So, Matt, it must be, what time is it for you in Cheshire? Cheshire. I don't generally get many people in the afternoons when I do a live stream. But, for shits and giggles, here I am. This is my second time going around this walkway. Matt, we were looking for koalas, but we didn't find one. But we ran into a couple that were looking for koalas also. They didn't see one either. But they showed me this amazing photo. So I was here the other day and I did see a koala, but I wasn't on a live stream. And I took a photo, but man, you should see the photo he showed me. I was like, wow, that's impressive. He goes, oh, what a Facebook page. He goes, me and my wife take photos professionally. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. I said, oh, do you ever go up to Obi Creek up in Maloney to see the platypus? He goes, oh, we see platypus at Centenary Lake. I'm like, what? Centenary Lake? I'm like, where's that? Because I know Centenary Lake. That's not a place where you find platypus. He goes, no, up at Caboolture. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, I live there. And literally, the back lake, we have seen platypus. He goes, we've seen 2 of them there together. I'm like, are you serious? So guess what? Dora is on a mission. I am going to... Actually, you know what? Tomorrow afternoon, I might take my client up there. Great idea, Dora. Let's use work hour time. So tomorrow afternoon, I have a client that I normally we do work associated stuff like do work experience or doing work activities. But on a Tuesday afternoon, I take him to do like just some social stuff like walking or something like that. So I work with people with disabilities. So he's 24. He's not a young kid, but he's younger than me. And oh, look at this. The sun's going to set soon. If we walk a bit faster, we might actually get the nice sunset. What was I saying? Anyway, long story short, we were going to come here tomorrow afternoon, actually, to go for a walk around this a couple of times. Sadly, I'm just generalising here, but it just seems to be the clients that I work with. If they are not going out with a support worker, so to speak, they won't go walking. And these people are not like they can't do anything by themselves. Like both the clients that I work with catch buses and trains home by themselves. I don't take them home. So they are able-bodied. They just need some extra support, but they can catch buses and trains. So they are quite independent. But they just don't seem to, want to leave the house after if they're not going out with people. They'll just stay home and play YouTube, watch YouTube all day, which is so sad. But this, I guess, is the time where we live. Let's face it, right? I mean, there are many mornings that I will just lie in bed looking at YouTube. No judgment, guys. But it's true. Like, YouTube is a great place to hang out. And especially if, you have a little YouTube community. Like I've got some great friends. Matt's one of them. Oh, well, I'm sorry, I missed some stuff here. You're a maintenance cleaning, currently operating a T60 scrubber. Ah, okay, that's why you work at night time. Because like if you're working at a hospital or an office or a shopping centre or something that's closed down at night time, so you're working in it. Right, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, that's why you're listening. And I'm guessing, I mean, again, I shouldn't generalise. You could be male, you could be female. Did my message explain my job? Yes, it did. Matt is a mate of mine from Cheshire in the UK. Matt, did you used to be landscaping? I'm not sure exactly if you... Are you working now? I actually never really asked if you were working anymore. I know you do a lot of stuff around cars. Do you like buy and sell cars to make money, or like you're retired? I actually don't know really, Matt. Never really alluded to what you do. I know you love cars and you're under a car a lot. But since it's just you and I talking now and Raven in the background, Raven, let's get to know Matt. Got any questions of a stranger that you want to know, Matt? Raven? He's not exactly a stranger to me. Obviously, I met Matt through live streaming, actually. He just happened to click on my live one day. And he's a great mate. I look after my mum. I didn't know that. So your mum has dementia, a disability. So you're like a carer for your mum. Do you mind me asking what's on your mum? I mean, that's between you and I. I'm not going to tell everyone else about it. See, isn't this great? You've seen people walking, doing their little exercises. This lady's like stomping along. She's got her headphones on. I'll put my phone down now. You look at my feet. Alzheimer's and dementia. Oh, that's hard, mate. How old is your mum? We've got a little plane up there. All right, let's walk, Dora. Let's walk. Walk, walk, walk. 74. Wow. When did you start getting Alzheimer's, Matt? And good on you for looking after your mum. That's not an easy thing to do. How far is she in her illness? I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about Diego's dad. He had Alzheimer's and dementia also. He got it. He was way young. He got it when I think he was diagnosed about 64, and he died at 67 years age. It was very, very sad to watch the decline. And I'll be honest, sometimes a little bit scary. I used to come stay at his house sometimes. He didn't need to. He had support through the day, but he didn't need full-time support. He wasn't in a bad stage at this time. But so I used to sometimes come. I used to do a bit of work where he lived. So I used to stay overnight because it helped me, because instead of me driving home all the time, I would stay at his house and be able to go for a walk in the morning at the beach and stuff like that, and then go to work. So it helped me, and it was give a bit of company for him, once a week at night time, something different. But this one time I went, he was so stroppy. He was like, he not snapped at me, like I wasn't thinking he was going to hurt me, but I saw another side of his personality. And I thought, oh shit, this is dementia. This is not him. And a few people started seeing it also. And that's when he started actually started getting people to sleep over in the house every night. He hated that, but after a while he got used to it. And yeah, his decline went down so fast. It was so sad. Sorry, I'm going to put the phone down because I can't actually read the chat. Well, I'll have to stop for a second. Raven's got here, while I have a moment not to change the subtopic, it's humid in Australia, not just hot. Yes, it's very humid. It's more tolerable. Oh, whereas she's not doing too bad. Okay. Well, that's really good. That's really good. And enjoy those moments, Matt. Enjoy those moments because you know that things are going to change. Are you the only sibling? Do you have any other brothers and sisters that can also give you a bit of time out? Because you need your own respite too. And Raven, yeah, where I am in summertime, it can get quite hot here. Some people don't like it. I love it personally. Give me the hot weather any day. I don't specifically like cold. You live in New York and your winters are snow. You're walking around in thick snow. I would not survive. So in saying that, you dress accordingly, right? Accordingly. See, because I'm used to such warm weather here, and in winter, I'm wearing a skirt. It's not that hot. I mean, it's not that cold, and a jumper at the moment. So I'm not exactly dressed, for cold weather. So, yeah, like I said, generally we're not rugged up very much. So when it gets cold, we're like, oh crap. And our houses are not made for cold weather where I am. We don't actually have air conditioning in our house. I know Diego would love to get air conditioning. I particularly don't like it. I love fresh air. But, for maybe 1 or 2 nights of the year to have air conditioning so you can sleep better. Because there's a couple of, there's maybe 1 or 2 weeks out of the year it's so hot you cannot even sleep. It's so bad. So it does get really hot. But, in our house, we have got a heater so that I turn that on a couple of times. because it does get a little cold. But, I'm going to be honest, if I just put more clothes on, I'd be fine. Oh, look at this. This is so beautiful. Look at the sunset sky. If I get a little bit further around, you might actually see some more colour. So let me just keep on walking. Let me keep on walking. Okay, we're done 1,350 metres times 2, because this is our second time going around. Oh, I love the pink in the water there. It looks so nice from the sky. Oh, some little duckies. Duck, 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 duck. And we've got a helicopter above us. I didn't do it. Don't come get me. So, Matt, very funny story. I was talking to Raven and someone else in the chat. I think someone else was telling me a koala, like telling me jokes, actually. Anyway, I stopped this, didn't stop the live, but I buffed out for a second. I said, I'm going to go for a second because I want to take a photo, right? And when I came back to the live stream, it's pitch black, as in like I can't turn. But the live stream, you guys can see, I can't see anything. I mean, I can see what's in front of me, right? So it doesn't really matter. But what I didn't realise was I had the selfie camera on. So here I am, and you're like looking straight up my nose. And poor Raven's got, you actually got the camera at your face. I went, oh yeah, whoops, sorry. Very funny. Very funny. All right, keep walking. There's a little sunset spot here. Well, thanks for joining me this afternoon, guys. It was nice to meet you, Raven, because it is nice to have some company. I mean, to be honest, I would even if there was no one there, I would still talk to myself. Generally in the afternoon, I hardly get anyone on a live stream, but it's always good to make friends with random people. Random's not a bad thing, Kate. Don't be insulted when I call you random. Look at that. Oh, wait on, I've got a tip. Philip. Hey, Philip. Oh, Philip. Thank you for your $5. That's for you, Philip. Look at that sunset. Look at that sunset, Philip. Okay, Matt's got here 3 brothers. No, they don't help. Only my brother and his wife does. Oh, that's hard, Matt. My little brother does what he can. I see him most days. That's nice. How are you today, Philip? I saw you this morning. What did you get up to? Actually, Philip, I wanted to ask you a question. You said something interesting this morning in the live stream. You said you wish you were more active. What did you mean by that, Philip? Wish you were more active. Because I think you're a lot younger than me. Though, in saying that, the photo that you use in your profile picture, is that a current photo? Because I would say you're around, I'm going to guess about 30. Are you 30, 35? Look, I'm not really good at guessing ages too, okay? Sorry if I've insulted you. But hey, Philip, meet Raven. Raven's in the background. He's from New York. He's working at the moment. He's using one of those cleaning machines, those scrubbers. And we've been having a good old chat. And then, of course, Matt. Everyone knows Matt. Matt from Cheshire. Matt from Cheshire, like the Cheshire cat. Okay. God, I can't. Okay, guys, you know that it's getting darker in here, so I can hardly see. Okay, Matt's what Raven's saying here. It really helps to have something to listen to. Oh, well, I can be your Radio Dora, coming at you. I would like to be a podcaster, I'm being honest. What if I could do a podcast, what do you reckon I should talk about, guys? Because I'm so random. Like, I talk about everything and anything on my channel. Just listen to my live stream this morning. There was a whole gob full of stuff there. But if you're going to do a podcast, you have to pick a niche, right? And I know if you do YouTube, you're supposed to put a niche in too, but you know what? I don't do anything normal, guys. Who wants to be normal? Not me. But if I was doing a podcast, what would you like to hear me talk about? What would be good to talk about? You know how I do that spilling the tea with Dora? Spilling the tea while I drive home and I tell you like funny travel stories or sometimes really bad travel stories. So Raven, if you're, because I know Matt and Philip, they know what I get up to. But Raven just thinks I walk around and look at wild animals. But Raven, I'm obsessed with travel. I love travel. And like travel doesn't have to be overseas either, right? We talked about long flights, they suck, and you're scared of flying. But you can adventure in your own backyard. Look, there's a turkey, for God's sake. It's a wild turkey. He's digging up the ground. But my spilling the tea is a series I do. There's a playlist. They're like 30-minute, it's like a podcast. I try to do them in the afternoon so I don't get lots of interruptions with people saying hello because I want to tell a story. So, and yeah, so it's just me telling funny stories basically. Sometimes they're pretty bad, but anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, I'd love to be a podcaster. I actually think it'd be fun to have a podcast where you have, more than one person, like you have two people on the podcast. Dora talks to herself a lot. I do talk to myself a lot. I like talking to myself a lot. Looks absolutely beautiful. It is really beautiful here, Philip. This is a new walk. I think you were here the other day when I was walking. This is the same walk that just opened up about a month and a half ago. And I was in a pursuit for a koala, but this is the second lap I've done, and I know I didn't see a koala, guys. But I was telling Raven, this is the time, right? This is the time at dusk, at sunset, that the koalas come down the trees and they go find another tree to go and check out, or they go try to find their mates. So if we are lucky, guys, you never know. We might see a koala just scuffle across the ground. Imagine that. Imagine that. Be amazing. Be amazing. Man, this is great. This is great. I can't keep on saying that enough, guys. This is amazing. Thank you for joining. Okay, I asked some questions before. Hold on. Philip's got here. Okay, let me look down. I wish that I was doing more things like I used to do jazz, ballet and tap dancing, singing, and I used to play sport. I'm a little older than my pictures. Okay. Well, I mean, just because you're a little older than your pictures, I don't know how old you are, but I'm not going to give away people's ages, right? But you guys saw me catch up with Paul D. Australia. You wouldn't have a clue how old he is, right? But all I can say is, if he told you his age, you would fall off your chair. And you know what it's down to? Age is just a number, Philip. You're as young as you feel, mate. I don't know how old you are. It doesn't matter how old you are. But I guess it's one of those things. This is an interesting story. Interesting conversation, Philip. Because if I could turn the camera around, I'd turn the camera around. But I can't actually put the selfie camera on anymore on this live stream, just because. Anyway, don't ask any questions. Because, like I said, I would like to turn it around and say, this is a serious conversation now. It is a serious conversation, but I'll turn it around, guys. So, Philip, I was watching something the other day, and this really cut deep in me, right? I'm outing myself, guys. You know that I just will ramble away, right? And I'm pretty open, right? I talk about my experiences in life. So they were talking about like aging, right? And that when you stop doing the things that you normally do, then you stop doing more things. Like if you stop, I don't know, like for example, Philip, I don't know why you stopped tap dancing and all of the different things, right? Maybe it was an injury. Maybe it was a sore knee, like arthritis, who knows, okay? But once you start stopping one thing, then you start making excuses and doing another thing. Like, okay, I can't do that either. And then bit by bit, there's less things that you're doing. Anyway, this cut hard, right, guys? Cut hard on me because, sorry to turn it out into myself, but you guys have seen Dora. Like last year, she was on crack, guys. She was on crack. I wasn't really on crack, guys. You know that. I don't do drugs. Don't do drug, kids. It's bad. Okay. But the Energizer Buddy, right? I was into everything and anything. Like I did that 75 hard. Raven, if you've heard of 75 hard, it's fucking hard, okay? Philip, I don't know if you were around when I did 75 hard, but have you heard of it? 75 hard? It's bloody hard. And last year I did lots of walks for mental health to raise funds and awareness for mental health. Anyway, and obviously I went overseas a few times. I was doing a lot of stuff last year. Anyway, this year, then we moved into the camper van, and that was quite a stressful time in my life. And I started doing less walking. Okay, I'm outing myself here because I was talking to Raven about this before, but I wasn't talking in this context. So maybe I don't know if this is the same for you, Philip. As I said, you don't need to tell us how old you are, okay? But like I'm 51, okay, and I might not look it completely because I have the Asian skin. My mum's Indonesian, so I'm half Indonesian, half Australian. But like I've let my hair go grey for again. Like I do need to dye my hair again. I know I can't let go of it. One day I'll turn into a grandma and be okay with it. But I'm not a grandma, so I'm okay. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, you know, I'm only 51. That's still young, guys. That's still young. And yes, I've stopped walking as much as I have been lately, just because I don't know. I don't know. I mean, look, I do have arthritis in my left leg. It is giving me curry at the moment, and it's annoying me. But I still walk, right? I'm still walking. I'm still hiking, but I haven't done much hiking lately. And it's just a timing thing. So, guys, hold me accountable, guys. Hold me accountable, okay? Philip, Matt, I see you guys quite a bit. Raven, maybe I'll see you again soon. But hold me accountable, guys. You ask me next time you see me. Give me a couple of days, guys. Give me a week. Give me a week, and say, Dora, have you gone hiking? Because I love hiking up mountains. I love climbing. Absolutely love climbing. Even though I have arthritis in my leg, it's not that bad. I can still hike, okay? I can still climb mountains. But if you stop climbing and you stop doing it, then you will stop doing it. So this is a really important time for me right now. If I stop doing these things, then that's it for me. There's my hiking career gone. Not that I have a career in hiking, but you know what I'm saying, guys. So can you hold me accountable, guys? Matt, Philip, Raven, can you hold me accountable? In a week's time, say to me, Dora, did you go hiking? Because if I stop hiking, man, guys, that's a waste. It's such a waste because I need to be able to hike. You need to have your confidence when you hike too, right? Like, if you lose your confidence when you're hiking, like, you will hurt yourself. Because, hiking can be not flat grounds, right? It's up and down, round and round, over tree roots and stuff like that. And you can go hiking till your 70s, even in your 80s, right? My dad was he died, 70, my God, 78? My dad died at 77 years old, and he was still walking about 10 kilometres a day. I don't know what that is in miles, guys, a lot. It's like, I don't know what it is, but a fair bit. So I've got good genes in me, right? My mum is 76 years old. Actually, my dad died when he died. He's a lot older than my mum. Mum is 76 years old. She's still, living on a farm by herself. Look, she does suffer, bad backs and things, but she's generally pretty fit. Actually, now I think about it, my dad was 87. That's right, Dad was 87 before when he died. Sorry, guys, I just burped. He was 87 years old, and he was still walking 6 months before he passed away, before he was diagnosed with cancer in his stomach. He was still walking his dog, Raji, 10 Ks a day, easy. He was really active. He was gardening. Hey guys, I ran out of battery. I'm back in the car. So I don't know who's left there, but I'm going to go because, like, literally, I've just got back to the car. I don't know who's there, guys. I can watch an exercise video like I'm doing something healthy without even moving. That's funny. Hey, Gen X, it's Pawpaw. Hey, how you going, Pawpaw? Dora, get some glucosamine. I keep losing signal. I can't. Okay. On just, I don't know, reconnected? Reconnected, guys. Guys, I literally ran out of battery, sorry. But anyway, I can't hold the camera while I drive, and I've got you plugged in to the car. It's on the bottom, so I can't actually hold the phone. So guys, thank you for joining me. Raven, it was really, really nice to meet you. If you subscribe, then you can catch me on another time. Maybe if you click the notifications, that way you get to see me another time. That'd be nice. I'm just going to pour myself a cup of tea on my drive home. But yeah, I'm going to go, guys. So nice to meet you, Raven. I think everyone else would have left. Matt and Philip would have left. But it was nice to meet you, Raven. Have a good night, the rest of your night, working. Sorry I can't keep you entertained any longer. Oops. But yeah, see you later. All the what? Be nice to meet again. It'll be nice to meet again. Yeah, exactly. So if you subscribe and hit your notifications, you'll catch me again. But yeah, I probably will be back here again tomorrow afternoon if you're around, Raven. I'll catch you again. Bye. What's it going? I'll go find something on Spotify. Yeah, exactly. Or watch one of my replays of one of my other videos. See ya. Bye. There's lots of videos there.